Hey y'all, it's Shimdi. So I should start off this video by saying that I'm not single, all right? So this is all very theoretical. This is all very like if you'd met me a couple years ago and I was single, here's how you could have landed a lady like me. It's very random, but I thought I would come on here and say, one, I'm a woman worth having. It's the first. All you ladies out there who are watching this video like, girl, you're making a video about like how someone can get with you. Answer is, you should also feel that yes, you are a woman worth having, okay? Because it's true. All right, there are four things that I kind of narrowed it down to. Here are four ways that you could land a woman like me. Not guarantees. So the first one, it's very simple, it's very straightforward. It's to be kind. Kindness is so important. You meet someone who is kind, you know right away. You can tell right away the vibe they give off, the energy give off, the goodness that they give off. It's so clear and it's so transparent. And it attracts more goodness and more warmth and more kindness to them. So that's probably the number one thing. And I can usually tell right away by the way the person lives their life, things they talk about, by things they value, whether or not kindness runs through them. And that's the number one thing for me is, are you a kind person? Is the world better off for having you in it? Because that's the most important thing to me, is that the world is better because I'm out here walking around every day. I think a big reason for that is if you are kind. So number one thing to land a woman like me is to be kind. The second thing is to be light, which is very vague and like woo-woo and all that. To be light, what does that mean? You know how some people enter a room, their spirit is just positive. They're quick to smile, they are quick to laugh, they see the goodness in things, they see the light in things. You know, there's always a place for cynicism and for skepticism and for critical thinking and for all these different things, but default is not one of who's out to get me, how am I actually being messed up in the situation, what is actually wrong about what's happening here, why is this actually a bad idea. Their default is one of I'm positive about whatever is going on, and if I have to change, I obviously will adjust, but my default is one of light. And that I find that very attractive because it's pretty much also what I like to be. I'm realizing this list, I'm pretty much listing how I want, like the ideal version of myself. I want that in my partner, basically. So the second one, which I also seek to be and also want in someone who's my partner, that is for someone to be light and to enter a room and to bring light into the room. The other one is very similar to that, and it's to be a yes. That makes sense. I don't know if you've ever met someone and it doesn't matter what the situation is, what the circumstances, their default is to be like, you know, just a little stank, just a little bit of an attitude, just a bit like, it's kind of whack, or you know what I mean? Like no matter what the situation is, you'll just find something wrong with it, something to complain about. It is to me the most exhausting and negative energy to be around, and you can tell immediately if a person is like that based on what comes out of their mouth pretty early on. And so for me, if you want to be with me, I need someone who is a yes, you know, someone who is like, I woke up today and I'm happy to be alive, yes, versus like, I've got to get up. It's like, nope, I'm blessed. This is a blessed day I'm having. Or on the way to work, it's like, I'm blessed to have a job, you know, versus like, this job, it's like, no, I made these choices and I'm blessed to be where I am and to have given a chance to the things that I want to do in this life. And if something isn't how I want it to be in this life, guess what? I'm being very proactive about changing it and making it better. That's, once again, what I seek to be, and that's what I look for in a partner as well. Final thing, that's number 3. The final thing in terms of being with me is you gotta make me better. It's very important. I'm not on this earth to stay exactly how I was when I got here. I'm on this earth to get better and better every single day. And I want someone who is with me and thinks I'm great as I am, also wants to see me get better and better because they know I'm not perfect. And I don't think they're perfect. They might be great too. They're not perfect. And I'm there to be their encouraging person, their champion, their cheerleader, to be like, hey, you got this. Like you can be even better than you are now. I want someone who cares enough about me to not see me as I am and think, you're fine. If you stayed exactly how you were for the next 50 years, that's fine. I don't want you to grow or change at all. I think that's really dangerous and folks in situations where they're like, oh yeah, we're like, especially with young people too, I think kind of is a trap. You're like, oh yeah, like I like you right now as you are. And so I expect you to be like this 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now if we like get married or something. And so yeah, that's the plan. It's like, no. Not only should you expect the person you're with to change and to grow, but you should want them to change and to grow. You should not want the same person to not grow in their ideas and their way of thinking and their ambition and their goals and any of these things. You should not want that to be the same as it was 50 years ago. You know what I mean? So that's probably the fourth thing that I want from my partner, someone who looks at me and says, I love you, you're awesome, you're great, but girl, you're not perfect. I know that, you know that. You're never gonna be perfect, but let's go ahead and work on some of these things so you can get a little bit better, you know? And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you for calling me out. So that's the only way we grow, is when someone calls us out, when someone pushes us to be better than we currently are. So yeah, that's the video. It's just a list of things that I realize I want to be, kind of partner I want to be, and it's thus the kind of partner that I'm looking for to be with me, to make me happy, to complete me. So yeah, that's the video, y'all. I didn't list the more superficial things like have a full set of abs, because that is also very important to me, you know, but that stuff you can work on. That stuff is just a gym membership and a little bit of discipline. That's not the kind of character stuff. It's related, I think it actually is related, but it's not so much the character stuff that is ultimately most important, because I've been with men with abs, and guess what? I have left them. So that is not gonna be what makes me stay anyway, so. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give me a like if you have. Subscribe to see more. And yeah, I will see you on the next one.